I was very sad to learn that half of what I said yesterday has been lost. And there's no way I'm ever going to be able to listen to it again. And the first 45 minutes of what I was talking about was, I don't know, as I listened to it today, I kind of, it felt like just not very quality and kind of bullshitty. But I'm sad because I remember the last 45 minutes of last night to have been talking about like good shit. Like like I remember talking about morality and the fact that I had up until that point maybe never even said the word morality before. It just wasn't a part of my vocabulary my entire life. Never really thought about it and certainly never talked about it using the word. You know, there's times where I've been like, hey, that's good or that's bad, but it's only ever been from a personal perspective. But I don't know if I can call that morality. I don't think me saying something is good and saying something is bad is morality. Um, that might be like ego. If you think you have the right to say whether something is good or bad for somebody else, especially, you know, for yourself, sure, go right ahead. That's that's what you should do. That's the whole point. Decide on what's good and what's bad for you, not for anybody else. That's really it. You shouldn't be worried about what anybody else thinks. Another lesson I learned from my shitty stream last night was that if I'm gonna be painting and talking, I should really have the camera pointed at the canvas while I'm painting instead of my dumbass face. Because then it's a much better visual. Being able to see what I'm doing. calling that finished now. I hung it on the wall, and that's gonna be that, I think. Sure, I could do more to it if I wanted, but that's not necessary. What is necessary is that I came back here and to try and recover what I lost from yesterday. That 45 minutes of talking that I'll never be able to hear. Because what else I remember is that, you know, at the end I started talking about conspiracy theories, and I wasn't going hard, but I was saying like, once you if you accept that the moon landing never happened and that we didn't land on the moon, that just opens up a whole another world that you can never I mean, you you can't really close it. It opens up so many more questions that you have to ask, and you have to wonder whether we do live on a spinning ball with curved water floating in space. You know, those are the questions that those are the things you have to wonder once you get to the point that you think we didn't land on the moon. But, you know, once I was saying that, I started to think that, hey, there's no fucking reason to talk about this, to waste energy thinking about. Really, I'm I'm starting to think that a lot of this truth seeking is just a distraction that doesn't go anywhere, that might not benefit your life whatsoever. I'm starting to think that it's a waste of time and that my energy would be better used thinking about what I can actually do, literally. Like, what can I do? Why am I here? Because in the past, I've asked the question, like, why are we here as as humans? Like, why are we here? And that's just an impossible question to answer. But why am I here? That's actually something I can think about and maybe start to figure out. Maybe. But I'm going to have to stop wasting time and energy thinking about why are we here and other conspiracies, and more so about, you know, Why am I here? I actually have to put in the time to think about that, which I haven't really done at all. I haven't put in the time and effort to think about why am I here? What's my purpose? What do I want my purpose to be? How do I want to serve? What can I do for others? I need I need to think about that because if I don't, I'm just going to keep wandering, which it doesn't benefit me and it doesn't benefit anybody else to just wander. Huh. So maybe I need to start thinking about what I think, what my ideas are, and what I can do. Because I don't really know. I don't know what I can do. I'm I can't do much at all, realistically. I mean, no, not realistically. Um, I could do a lot if I chose to, if I decided to. But what can I do for others? And what can I do for myself that will not just make me like, what can I do for myself that's not just gonna give me some momentary pleasure or gratification? Like, what can I do that actually will make me feel like I'm doing something meaningful, you know? For example, taking a hike in the woods is an enjoyable experience, personally. I enjoy taking a hike in the woods. Now, does taking a hike does taking a hike in the woods benefit? Is it meaningful? Does it benefit me in a way that I can help others, you know, maybe in some way. Like maybe I can say that taking a hike in the woods makes me more calm and relaxed and better at dealing with things, with people, conflicts, and just dumb little issues that might be harder to deal with if I didn't take a hike in the woods. Maybe there's that perspective on it. I don't know. But so I guess all that to say, maybe not everything has to be meaningful, but like you gotta give yourself a purpose. You just have to. You have to give yourself some purpose, a reason to do what you do every day. And if you have a purpose that is centered around like what you can do for others, then you can keep doing that every day. You can keep doing something. You can do that thing that you know is helping other people. I just I don't know. Right now, I work at a lumber yard, and what am I providing for others? What service am I providing? I'm I'm helping them grab materials and get what they need so that they can either build whatever they're planning to build, whether it's some person making a small DIY project or whether it's some contractor that's building a home or a business, you know. But I'm not doing that. I'm not building the home or the business. I'm not doing some DIY project. I'm just helping people grab the materials they need to do that. Usually it's just some pieces of wood. Is what I'm doing. That's the only service I provide for others in the job I have right now. Other than that, I move stuff around with a forklift. Um, I make the place look presentable if I can. It's it's not a meaningful job. I think is what I'm trying to say. Um, I knew that right away. That this wasn't a meaningful job. This isn't something that's going to drive me and make me want to get up every day and fulfill my purpose. Like that's not what it is. I don't think it can ever be that. I don't really expect it to. But that's okay. Not every job can do that. I still I still try and go in with a mostly positive attitude, thinking that I'm going to do what I got to do today. Sure, I might have to stand here, do nothing for a few hours, but that's okay. When I can, I'm going to help people grab their lumber. I'm going to help people cut some pieces of the glass. Like, I rarely get to do that. I just, yeah, I don't know. I'm tired, and I got home from a shitty workout and had a protein yogurt with walnuts. So I ate. So I'm kind of slow. And I just want to know. I just I just want to know what to do with my life. I watched some YouTube video about Nietzsche today. And in the comment section, somebody was talking about something he said in the genealogy of morals. And at the end of it, I don't know if it was him, if it was this person paraphrasing what Nietzsche said, or if it was just him riffing and writing something. But in the end, it was saying, if my body is strong enough to will it to die and kill itself, then it sure as hell is strong enough to live and will itself towards life. So, I kind of wonder, why does a man kill himself every 60 seconds? That's the statistic. Apparently, apparently a man will kill himself every 60 seconds. That's just men. Of course, women kill themselves too. So if you factor in women, it's like something like every 40 seconds somebody kills themselves. I wanted to say disgusting, but it's tragic. It's that's heavy. Like that's a heavy weight to know that every 60 seconds a man kills himself. So I've been talking for 26 minutes, meaning 26 men have killed themselves. Oh, during this. And you can't blame guns. I don't know what the statistics are, but you can't blame guns because that's not the only way people kill themselves. That's just a tool. And if you take away that tool, then they'll just find something else. Or they'll just go buy another gun and blow their brains out. One or the other. Sorry. Um, what's the cure for that? How do we live in a world where thousands of people kill themselves every day? How? How do we just. I don't know what to do with that information. I don't know how to wrap my head around that. I don't. Like, there's a lack of purpose in the world. Sure. You know, lots of people feel that. Is that the reason that so many people are killing themselves? I don't know. It's a factor. It has to be that they feel like they have no purpose. But I feel like I have no purpose, and I'm not gonna do it. So, where's that dividing line for suicide? Where it's like this half is just like despair, hopelessness, meaninglessness, not doing anything good for yourself, but not not feeling like you're gonna kill yourself or wanting to. Whereas once you get onto this half of the line, you really just want it over. Like, what does that for someone? I don't understand. I guess I never will. Well, I don't want to say that. I hope I understand someday. I'll probably never understand why my brother did it, but I hope that I can maybe understand more broadly in the future why there's such a culture of suicide, why a man will kill himself every 60 seconds. I want that explained to me. I want that. I want somebody to tell me why this is happening so much. So, for one, that I can, make sure that I don't see those patterns of behavior that lead up to that in myself. Because I don't want that for myself. You know? I don't. Doesn't. I don't want that. I don't want to die. I want to live this life and see what the future has to offer. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. And up until recently, I haven't felt that one bit. Up until recently, it might be guilt. I, I might have been feeling guilty for wanting to live. It's like, it's like, it's like my brain was thinking if my brother didn't want to live, I shouldn't either. But that's just, that's very, very bad thinking. I just, you just can't help it from going there when you lose someone like that, I think. Like, I feel like everybody who loses someone to suicide questions whether they want to live as well, realistically. And that's not saying that everyone who loses someone to suicide wants to commit suicide. It's just that they are forced to question whether they want to live or not. They're just faced with it. Just it smacks you right in the face. You have to question whether you want to live or not. And initially, after losing my brother, I was like, nope, nope, I don't want to live. I do not want to. It was like, I don't want to be here. This isn't worth it. The future has nothing for me that I want. But it's because the past was too heavy to know that so much bad had happened. It was like I don't want to see what the future has to offer. That's how I felt. But I think I'm in a little bit of a better place than I was then. You know, I want to do better, and I think I can say that I am doing better to some degree. I am doing better than I was in July and August. 100%. I can objectively say that. I would never want to go back to that period of time. Never. Am I glad I went through it? I don't know about that. I don't. Kind of wish I never had to. But that's, of course, pointless to say. Useless. I gotta own it. I did go through that. And now I'm learning how to want to live again. That's really it. I'm learning how to want to have a life for myself again. Because I do want a life for myself. I want what the future has to offer. But that means I have to put in the work. I have to make sure the future has something to offer me by investing in the present and not in a way that I get instant gratification and rewards now, but in a way that sets myself up for reward in the future. Set myself up for a life that I'm happy to live. I want that. I want a life that I'm happy to be living. Am I happy to be living this life right now? Whew. Oh boy. I guess. I guess. It's still hard to think that. It's still hard to think that I can be happy to be living this life. But I want to do better. I want to be better and I want a life that I'm happy to be living. How do I get that? By pursuing the good, the true, and the beautiful. That kind of seems like the best option at this point because I know that I wanted to pursue kind of the opposite of that at one point. And if I do that, that's not gonna get me a life that I'm happy to be living. I don't think so. I I don't think it would. But I think the good, the true, and the beautiful has a chance at providing me with a life that I can feel good about. But maybe that shouldn't even be my goal. Maybe I shouldn't be trying to get a life that I'm happy to be living. Maybe it should be more about, uh, you know, I guess I shouldn't say that because I don't have a better pursuit than the pursuit of happiness, but not in some momentary happiness type of thing. The pursuit of real, meaningful happiness. That's what I want. And I guess that's enough for tonight because I'm tired. I gotta get up and work tomorrow. Peace.